to a strange world where everything is black and white. A world before video games blew up. The world of Link's Awakening. Hey everyone, welcome to my brand new Let's Play. It's been a very long time since I've recorded anything video game related. As most of you know, I've kind of been doing anime videos of One Piece. I've had a blast doing it, and I kind of miss Let's Playing, so I figured let me do something I enjoy, and I'm proud to bring you guys my first old school Let's Play in a long time. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, 1993. Now, I decided, I was debating whether I should have done this game either in black and white or in color, because as you guys know, they have the DX version available. So I was kind of going back and forth. Honestly, I did a test recording with the color, but for some reason, when I was playing the color version, it just didn't feel the same. And one of the people, one of my close friends who was like begging me or dying to see me Let's Play this game, Jess, she did it originally in color, and I told her I was going to do it she did it originally in black and white. I said that wrong, and I told her I was going to do it in color, and she was excited to see it, but I was like, when I started playing in color, I did it in black and white, so I'm sure she's going to appreciate it. She'd probably appreciate the fact I'm doing it in black and white. It's just a nostalgia thing. I'm sure most of you guys understand. I grew up with this game. Not that I grew up with this game. This was my first handheld, and oh my god, I cannot tell you how many countless batteries I went through in this game. You know, the one good thing about old school handhelds is that batteries did last a long time when you use those Duracells or Energizer batteries. You know, they held up pretty well, much better than today's handhelds where you have to charge your 3DS or your Vita every freaking hour or two. It's ridiculous, but yeah, this game, I played countless hours of this game, and it was so addictive, and it just brings such good childhood memories. I remember I when I went to Portugal when I was younger, that I ended up bringing this game with me, and through the plane ride and through the car ride, because it's so long. Yeah, the flight to Portugal is like 6 hours, and once you get there, it's like another 3 or 4 hour drive to where my grandparents live. So I not blew through this game, but this was my entertainment. You know, I've had freaking packs and packs of batteries I brought with me, and it was kind of ridiculous, but this game is a blast. I mean, this is definitely top 10 games. I don't want to say top 5, just because there's so many video games. I love old school video games, but this is definitely in my top 10 list, and just such freaking nostalgia. So anyways, enough reminiscing. Welcome everyone to Link's Awakening, black and white version. You're gonna have to deal with it. We're just not doing the color thing today, okay? And that's all I have to say about that. This is a tutorial house. Now let me explain a couple things real quick, since I've kind of just been all over the place. Start brings up your menu. Pretty simplistic, just like other Zelda games. You can assign any items you get here in your inventory to your A or B buttons. I'm actually going to put the shield on the A button. It just feels more comfortable to me. Top right, you have your health, your heart pieces, or your hearts, which represents your health. To the left of that, you have your rupees, which represents your currency or your money. And then finally on the bottom right, you have the 8 instruments, or the 8 blank spots, where you're going to be able to get instruments. That's right. In this game, you don't get crystals, you don't get pendants, you get instruments. Now, for those of you that possibly never seen this game, I know that sounds kind of unique or weird, but trust me, the instrument aspect of this game is probably one of the coolest things about this game, and we'll get into that later. Anyways, first Zelda game where you just start off with a shield and nothing else. Select, let me get into that real quick, brings up the world map. As you can see, I've already explored all these areas, kind of. So as you discover the areas, you'll be able to walk through them, or you'll be able to check your map and see what they are. So, pretty simplistic, nothing overly complicated about this game. Concept remains the same. You go to from point A to B, and linear, just like most Zelda games. And yeah, there's not much else you can say. And you can actually block with your shield in this game. Yay! Now, I'm actually going the wrong way on purpose here, just because I want to show you guys something before we actually go where we're supposed to, if this guy gets the hell out of my way. Now, down here, you're going to notice... sorry, my throat is killing me today. I think I'm losing my voice. A keyhole here. It says Tail Keyhole. Now, this is actually the first dungeon of the game. Of course, in case you didn't realize it. Can't go in. The one unique thing that this game does with the dungeons is that you actually need keys to enter the dungeons. Now, most games you would hate something like that, but I like the fact that you can't just go from dungeon to dungeon in this game, that you actually need to find the key item to get into the dungeons. So that's one thing I do like right off the bat that they do in Link's Awakening. Alright, so now that I got all that out of the way, you can't kill any of these monsters yet. Well, you have a shield. Get out of the way. Look, I'm already taking hits, unnecessary hits. Get out of the way. So all you can really do is just head south towards the beach area, which is where we're going. And of course, everything is just in my way. Discovering map as we go. But yeah, again, everyone, I'm just really excited to be back Let's Playing. The other stuff I was doing, Ascension, God of War Ascension and Heavy Rain, I don't want to give you guys any wrong or right answers, so I'm not going to say anything in regards to them, other than if I get back into this Let's Playing groove, I might go back to them, but for now, I just want to do this game and something that I enjoy doing. Sign pretty much tells you not to get near these spiky things for obvious reasons. Because look at that, I just did, and look how much damage I took. Jesus. So pretty simple, you can't... This game's not really branching off anywhere yet. You know, you can only go in one direction. And that is to our sword. Now, this fellow here, and for all the people here who watch Let's Players, you might remember Nintendo Capri Sun had the famous owl voice. I will not try to impersonate that because that would just be wrong. So I'll just say that this is your guide throughout the game, this owl. And he is probably the most useful thing in the game, useful animal. And he tells you about the windfish egg. Basically the goal of this game is... The windfish egg is asleep, so this is all supposedly a dream, and you need to wake it up by collecting the 8 instruments in all the different dungeons of the game. And he's telling us we need to go to the forest first to get the key. Wow, that was a mouthful. Anyways, we got the sword. And it has our name on it, so it must be ours, right? Of course. Oh yeah. And with that, I don't know what's more exciting, getting my sword or getting my first rupee of the game. Yay! Yay, 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 yay! Slice everything. And this is where I go trigger happy with my sword and just kill every goddamn thing I see. Everything. It's all going to die now because I got a sword. Hell yeah. Come here. And you get me my health back. Now, I don't have the cool Master Sword yet, so it doesn't shoot fire out of my sword. That's a shame. And And I don't think you get any cool weapon like that in this game that shoots fire out. Now, just like the other games, you have these creases in the wall where you can clearly see that you can bomb it, but we don't have bombs yet, so we can't do anything there. These things, you need the gloves to pick it up, so pretty much limiting you early on of where you can go. Can't really go much places other than... Whoa, I just realized that monkey on the tree. That wasn't very nice. Can't really go anywhere. Just the places they allow you to go this early on. Nothing crazy or unexpected. You know how it works. Welcome to Sal's house. Oh, bananas. I'm Sal. This is my house, and I sell bananas. Right? So, this guy is pretty much part of a mini-game. One of the things they do in this... They decided to do in this Zelda game, which a lot of people hate, but I don't mind. They have a mini-game. A mini-game that isn't a side quest, because you need to do it in order to advance in this game. So, if you don't collect certain side items that you have to deliver to people all around this damn Zelda world, or around this world, you can't advance in the game. So, we'll get to that later. There's a lot to explain, so I'm not going to get into everything, but just know that this game has layers, and it's not as simplistic as some of the other Zelda games. And the other thing that's interesting about this game is... Oh, that's a bad example, but let me go back to town real quick so I can show you. You're going to notice a lot of Super Mario Brothers references in this game, as you can see here by the Chain Chomp. Yeah, you'll see a lot of that. You'll see Mario, you'll see just all kinds of stuff. Especially when we get to the dungeons, you're going to see a lot of references. A lot of references. Now that we have the sword, we can chop down these trees, check out this shop. And look at that. Looks like there's a Yoshi doll in the middle. Which we need for our mini-game quest, if I remember correctly. So, I think I will do that next episode, very early on. You don't have to do these side quests, or this mini-game right off the bat, but I prefer to get stuff out of the way as quickly as possible. So, in our next episode, we will play this mini-game to get Yoshi over there. Yes, Mario reference Yoshi. And then we'll head to the forest to claim our prize, or to get a couple other things from the forest that we need to advance. And then, after that, it should bring us to the first dungeon of our game. So that is all the time I have for this first episode of Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Oh, and I got a secret, found the secret seashell by complete accident. I forgot that's there. I'll explain that as well in our next episode. That is all the time we have. Thank you guys for watching. I'm glad to be back. I apologize for my throat. It's hurting a bit today. But, yeah. I'll see you guys next time for more fun. Later on.